Hello, my lovely starborns. Welcome to your reading. Today, we are getting messages for the people who are on a twin flame journey. I'm being guided to do this for many reasons. We'll get into it, okay? So, if you feel like you have been on this journey, please join me for this reading. This is going to be open ended. I'm going to ask Spirit some relevant questions. And of course, let's first get into the general messages. Let's see. I already pre shuffled this deck, but I'm going to shuffle twice on camera. This is for my twins. Gang 144. Look at that. Moth. Ooh. Serket. Final shuffle. Three cards. I thought so. Because I was getting Phoenix. I was about to say that with Maat and Serket. Set. Wow. Wow. Shy. This is the blessing. This is the what, the why, the blessing. I love this. Oh, look who's underneath. Serket again. And with the fire in the background and the fire here. Oh my God, I can't even begin to tell you how in alignment this message is. So, those of you who are far ahead on this journey, okay? 6 to 8 years. 6 to 8 years of intensity. You've been through the dark night of the soul. You have been through multiple awakenings. You have done the shadow work. You have shed layers after layers of your ego. And at every step, you make sure that your ego is not in the driver's seat. But around this time, something different is happening. You are reclaiming your position in God's army. So this is major renewal when it comes to your personal confidence. Now I'm going to tell you, this is a twin reading, but this is going to be very individualistic. It is not so much about your counterpart, okay? It is not about your other half, which is kind of, yeah, the other half. You know, there's a reason why we call our partners the other half, right? Our spouses, that. Because it's a binding contract. Marriage is a spiritual contract. But with the twins, it's a alchemical wedding. It is something, it's a union that, yes, we are trying to ground here in the physical. But if you look at it, your higher selves are anyway together, okay? Regardless of this illusion of separation in the 3D, you are always together, yeah? So, but when you are functional in the 3D realm, you know whose dominion it is? This guy, yeah? He's here. He's the devil card in this deck. So, in the 3D matrix, yeah, duality persists. And the twins, it is not so much about working with each other. No. All you have to work on is yourself and your personal connection to the God, to the source energy. And then you are anyway magnetized, right? Like two opposing poles of a magnet. That's what it is about. You're entering a brand new cycle of renewal. This is becoming whole at a much deeper level, okay? Which also is going to bring in new devils, not gonna lie. Yeah, but the thing is, the power that you hold at this point, you're not afraid of anything, and you shouldn't be, because you have come very far on this journey. All right? So we already know what's happening is absolute renewal. Yeah. This is the ultimate, ultimate highest octave of that scorpionic energy. And with Serket here, it is also telling me that your union, your very marriage, now for most of you, even in the 3D, your partnership, this coming together, this union is protected. You know why? Because it has something to do with this energy, how you dealt with the devil, how you went within, how you did the work. It is about that. How you dealt with everything that was thrown your way. And how is it a blessing? Now, this is the very I can that's why I was so surprised when these cards came out. It's crazy. It is so loud. The shy is all about luck. It's the wheel of fortune. He's connected to the eight primordials. So again, it is taking me to the year 8, which is 2024. It is the year of the dragon, and it is going to be the year of the triple eight portal, right? The portal takes place every 9 years. Yeah, right? So it's a 9 year cycle, the 8 8 ports, the triple eight portal itself. And it is heavily connected to twin unions, okay? Collectively, of course. So many of you, you are uniting. You are becoming whole in the 3D realm, and it doesn't mean that you are not enough. Nope. When I say whole, it's like it is layered, and it is more so about deeper DNA activations. Okay, so some of us, yes, we are aiming for the 12 strands, right? But the twins, you are ancient souls, you are directly connected to the primordials. And many of you, you could have like master numbers anywhere in your numerology, including your birth chart. You can see some markings there, but I would not rely too much on astrology because honestly, astrology kind of like halts for old souls. I mean, it does its work for a while, but then your soul is so exalted and it has been so many things and it has been to so many places that you cannot be contained by one particular solar system, right? Because when you look at the astrology here on Earth, it is very much limited to our particular solar system, right? But because you guys are interdimensional, you're intergalactic, you're this space cadet, basically, right? So, yes, when you come in here in this realm, your blueprint is kind of captured through the stars. It is, but not entirely. Plus, you guys have so much free will that astrology doesn't really, it cannot do justice, that's all. So, but numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. And again, I'm not saying astrology doesn't help. It does, but it's limited. It's limited for you guys. But numbers don't lie. And also the meaning of your name. It's never random. You choose your name. The syncs are never random. Okay? Anyway, that was a side message. I went on a tangent. Let's get back here. Shy. So the only card that I want to read about is shy. Okay? Let's see. So the keywords attached to him is luck and destiny. So what is this? Destiny, right? Regardless of whether you are on a twin journey or not, if you're watching this video, I'm going to tell you one thing and one thing only. 7 destinies are always, always present for you to choose from. Do not rely too much on fate, especially if you're aiming for soul's evolution, which I believe you are if you are watching tarot. Spiritually, you're tapped in some way or the other. Soul is taking you to a particular path. Follow that. It's different for each one of you, and of course, be discerning and all that. But yeah, less overthinking. Okay, so about this card. So it is connected to a turn of luck for the better. That's exactly what is happening. Freedom from bondage. And it is right next to Seth. He's all about bondage and atrocity. But a very required principle too, right? Because without his darkness, the as I said that, I heard someone yell. Yeah, without his darkness and his explosive nature and his Martian qualities, that's a Mars card, by the way, no one will really care about the Venusian energy here on this planet, right? People will just take it for granted. So, yeah, very much required. Plus, this card is connected to the energy of Kundalini. So, it is through his darkness that we ascend, right? We need to go deeper. We need to find the depth of chaos and all that toxicity too, initially. Yeah, in order to awaken, in order to wake up to our actual reality, to our actual human nature, which is essentially spiritual. But oh my God, like we, it takes us a while, right? Even if you are this ancient soul, right? Even then it takes you a while. It actually, for most of us, it at least takes the Saturn return to fully make us realize. If not the first one, then of course the second. For some of you, maybe even the third Saturn return, right? But yeah, and again, Saturn is that black sun energy, so we need that negative polarity too. And when the polarities match and we harmonize this separation within our own being, through that, first and foremost, we find union with our own being. And then it is about the other, even though technically you share a soul if you're on a twin journey. I truly believe that. Kind of makes sense that way. And it's like, for the twins, it's like this elaborate game of Maya itself. It's like you both are basically challenging each other. Can you recognize? Can you recognize the patterns? Can you see it's my doing? Can you see it is my doing? Both of you. You keep playing. You want each other to find it out, like what's what, you know? And of course, here in this density, here in this place where time is of essence, it takes a while. It takes a while. But if you have this bird's eye view, it's just it's Maya. It's just Maya. It's fun. Anyway, so about Shy, the seed of the individual's destiny is in the birth brick of Meshkanet, another goddess. Now, Shai has transformed this stone into the symbol of the wheel. No, let me read. Okay. Shai stands on on a stairway leading up to a wheel that is in motion. This is the wheel of life, the circle of birth and death, growth and decay, with which we merge in order to have a physical existence. Twins. You know what I'm talking about, right? You, okay, you serve God, yes, but of course, you want to play this game. That is why you come back as two. The eight spokes return us to the eight primordials existing in this darkness before creation. Before the seed of life was planted in our solar system to manifest the human race. Now, the seed of the individual's destiny is in the birth of Meshkanet. Shai has transformed this stone into the symbol of the wheel. He is actively and consciously working with the results of his actions from the past. Having penetrated the mystery of transmutation, he now uses this knowledge to transform human consciousness. Human consciousness, and that is what the twin energy is connected to. It's like with every union in on these like 9 years cycle, the more unions happen. First of all, for the souls who are on this journey, they are winning big, right? It's a big achievement for their soul's evolution, right? First, it's that. And then collectively for Mother Earth, it is a big deal because the unions are connected to the ascension, the very ascension of our planet. Because, okay, let me read this first. Holding the ankh of life, he encompasses the wheel that contains all of the elements of the universe. Universe, you guys. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you, it's not just this universe. Many universes. Shai is indeed the universe in microcosm and called by the Egyptians the god of luck or destiny. So luck is on your side. This is showing up in your blessing, and that is just crazy. You're free. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is rare. This journey is rare, okay? And the real twins It takes them a while to understand the concept, okay? And even when initially they get to know this concept, they observe, they do their own research, but mostly their confirmations come from within, okay? You cannot go wrong. So people who get caught up in false twins and I would rather be with my soulmate and all that, you know, yeah, you're not anyway on this journey. And even if you are, and if you're caught up in practicality and what is I don't know, more pragmatic, then you need to go within and do the real work, okay? Because those of you who are on this journey, there will come a point that is if you are going within. And now I'm going to just talk to the feminines, okay? And also apply this to your feminine energy within you, regardless of who you are. But I'm going to talk about the divine feminine. You are in charge of the energetics, okay? You are. Because the Kundalini ascension. So I told you, right, where the Kundalini usually rests in the masses, it's in the root chakra. But for the old souls, for the ones who have been reincarnating again and again, and really ancient ones, right? Your Kundalini most likely rests in the sacral chakra, okay? Regardless of your gender. And now in the sacral space, due to the kind of dimension we are stuck in here on earth and what goes on here, especially all the wrong that is done to the feminine energy and whatnot, that is the result of it is felt at a collective level, okay? So it is easy to get lost, okay, to get lost again in the maya of it all, in the illusions, in the illusion of happiness. Like, many of us, we are chasing happiness here on this planet, and only to just like fall on our faces, and especially when we are chasing it through external means, right? Material hoarding is one of the very big go-to thing for people, right? And if not that, then some sort of show off or some sort of like this illusion of having so many options and you've got this and plenty of fish in the sea and whatnot. But like if you understand the universal laws, if you understand the energy, yeah, you will detach from that sort of energy as soon as possible. And mostly, the universe helps, okay? The universe is always helping. So if you're on a twin journey, you will be cornered by the universe, especially if you're a feminine. You'll be cornered. And it's multi-layered. But yeah, you will be cornered and Saturn is going to restrict you. And Saturn is going to make you go within. This is usually when the Kundalini ascension happens. And yeah, it is preceded by the dark night of the soul. So immense suffering, immense pain. This is not an easy journey. It is, I don't know, again, like if you are here watching just because you're interested and you are not on this journey, I don't know who has told you what, but no, you cannot manifest your twin. And why would you want to do that? Especially because I'll tell you something. Many of you, You are not born fragmented like that. So asking for a twin is asking to be fragmented. And I will tell you, you must be hearing this, right? Large age gap is a thing on twin. No, it is, but not all the time. Okay? And usually it's not that large. Okay? Let's just like now make it normal. Now I'll tell you what usually happens. And this is not active manifestation, but it happens. So let's just say you are a teenager. Like let's just say you are 16, okay, and you're going through hell. For many, it is a chaotic time, right? And sometimes, if you're an ancient soul, also, yeah, you will be pulled into the dark night of the soul around that period. Especially, let's not say 16, let's say 18, because that is close to the nodal completion, right? So let's just say around that period, okay, something happens to you and you go through major trauma and you're pulled into the dark night of the soul. This is just an example, you guys. Don't run away with it and don't quote me because I'm still researching, I'm still figuring things out, and I speak from my personal experience and what my intuition tells me and whatever messages I'm getting right now in the moment, whatever spirit is asking me to tell you guys. So I'm just talking about the special case of large age gap, okay? So let's say you're 18 and you go through something traumatic, right? Then, in that moment of extreme suffering, your soul fragments. And through, let's just say, certain strings are pulled in the other realms, in the higher realms. And yes, your twin is born. And of course, you will meet them down the line. So I'm not saying it's not a possibility, it is, but it is rare. Very, very, very rare that you will have this age gap of 18 years or 20 years or, 30 years. It's possible, but it's rare because, again, let's just say if there's an age gap of 30 years and you're 60, yeah, you already had your two Saturn returns. So you have already reached a certain level of detachment that your soul is not actively seeking that kind of connection, even if there was fragmentation in your earlier years. So if you find it, in that case, what I'm going to say is it is going to be far more difficult for the younger one, whoever is younger. It's going to be far more difficult for that person. And essentially, when you look at it, you both are the same at the soul level. Again, that's rare, but for most of you, let me come back. It's like I'm coming back to earth. For most of you, it's like, yes, first of all, there will always be major differences, okay, of one sort or the other. Because what is this about? This is about transcending divisions in the collective, okay? So, yes, you are anyway connected at the higher level. Your higher selves are connected, yeah? But you will be like your background would be very different, your culture would be different, your religion could be very different, your race could be very different, okay? It doesn't have to be age all the time. Usually it's not the age. It's rare that there's a large age gap, okay? And it usually happens when the one that fragments, who gets fragmented, right? The soul that gets fragmented, it's already going through a lot of suffering, a lot of pain. They are the ones who kind of, they're not able to cope with the density here on earth. And I don't want to give out bad news and stuff like that, but yeah, often those are failed missions, often. And usually what happens is the younger one suffers quite a lot, and the older one, when they transition, then it becomes easier for the younger one. Otherwise it's suffering, it's a lot of suffering. But of course it's going to be different for each one of you. And I just want to say this because I don't want to promote any kind of nonsense when it comes to the twin journey. And there's already so much crap out there, right? Denial, that's fine, okay, it's not for you, you don't understand it, so you dismiss it, I get it, that's fine. But it's a lived reality for many of you. And again, I'm going to say this, those of you who know it, you know it. You don't need external validation because you have your direct connection to the divine, and the divine directly talks to you. And there is that, let's just say, God's warriors in a way, which you guys are. You are. Because this is not an easy task. This is not all love and light and just like, I don't know, emotional fulfillment and all of that. I mean, of course, the connection is deep. I mean, it's not like anything. But it's not so much about that. The purpose is always higher in nature. And yes, it takes a lot, a lot. Like you have to transcend all base toxicities of human nature. You have to transcend your primal nature again and again and again and shed the animal within you. It's a journey. Many of you have done a lot of work, and you will see amazing results. And again, of course, this reading is not for everyone, so please only take what resonates. So if you're still watching, yeah, I would not suggest. And those of you who are just interested and you cannot relate to it, but you just want to know, again, I would not suggest manifesting your twin for, I mean, I'm not going to swear, but yeah. Anyway, because if you are not on this journey, you'll be fragmenting for what? Just think of what I told you about the big age gap. What happens there? It's because, of course, you have free will and you guys are ancient souls. That is why you can do all of this. It's not something that every other human can do because they haven't done that kind of soul work. That is why they are not on this journey. Again, this is not about superiority and stuff like that. Don't take it on your ego and be like, I'm gonna, like, figure it out and whatnot. No, please don't. It is beyond ego, and this is no play. Of course, like, if you're so dedicated to your soul's evolution, one day you will get there. But through divine grace, okay? So use your free will in a smart way. Again, of course, you need perspective. So maybe work on gaining perspective, right? Because I do see this madness. There's a big chunk of people denying this journey and whatnot, which makes sense because if you're not on it, it will be very difficult for you to understand. But then there's the other chunk who are like, I want to be on this journey. No, you don't. Okay? Okay, let's see. Let's get. Why did I pick up this? Let's get this card all right. Spirituals. Let's get some tarot. I've been talking for so long. There are many other messages that are coming in, and I keep jumping from one topic to another. So I'm sorry if that is annoying, but yeah, I'm just getting a lot of messages. Let's see. Spiritual news. Let's see. Ew. Ace of Cups. Victory. Six of Wands. Five of Pentacles. I love this. The Empress. I did look at the Empress card. What did I was talking to the divine feminine, right? The energetics, you are in charge of the energetics, the Kundalini. And I think, yeah, I did not finish that, right? I did not because I started talking about something else. But I am forgetting. Spirit's like, no, talk about the card. So look at that. This is the quantum leap from the Five of Pentacles to the Empress energy. That is what is happening for you guys. As like one letter short of Michael. It's me. Mahiel. God, Father, the generous. And you seeing the serpent here? Again, it says assures peace between married couples. And what did I say? This card is about your marriage is protected. You have done, again, it doesn't have to be marriage, it is the connection. So you have transcended your separation wound. Because if you look at it, the Five of Pentacles, it revolves, the energy is more so about abandonment. Yeah, this can also be a card of lack, poverty, and whatnot. But it's about the energy again. Because if energetically you are stuck in that descended zone of the wheel, right, and you're not able to move past, and unless and until you move past, the wheel will not turn. But with the five, it's like change is here. So it's always that the wheel will anyway turn. You can delay it, but you cannot stop it. It's always turning. The density can delay, not stop. It says patience reveals secrets of nature, spreads knowledge and industry, and it's a 7 number. That's the divine number. We are in the year 7, and that's 7. 7, 7. So this is total renewal, rejuvenation, a wonderful life awaits you. I'm getting this energy 3 to 5 months. Yeah, you'll see. You'll see the changes. You are anyway seeing it. You're feeling the changes, right? You can feel it. You will realize that you're not caught up in all that old wounding, all that fear of the evil and the evil eye and the jealousy and the envy of others, and people, people, yeah, the noise. There has been a major shift where you've just like cut through the noise, where you have finally understood what your life is about. And also there's something about how you kind of like at times look at your twin as the enemy, right? And those are the people who often get stuck on the false twin stuff. Yeah, they make it about, oh, he's a false twin. No, he's not. She's not. Stop projecting, because when you say stuff like that, you are projecting. Look out for the false light. And again, listen, because 3D, right? The density, the nature of the Lord of this dominion, there are traps. There are traps. And you are tested. But the group I'm reading for, you have recognized the traps. You know, when it is your intuition and when it's just noise. So now you are doing things differently, you're acting differently, and hence you have your ace. This is directly from the divine, and it's the cups. And you see how there's a cup here, and she is, and again, see, it's not an easy journey. You bear the cross. And how she is kind of almost like extracting the venom out of the serpent. That's what you have done from your own energy field. The Sushumna Nadi. You've cleared there. You've cleared your energy field from toxins. This is connected to your DNA. You've healed your DNA. That's a 12. Talked about 12 strand. It's not limited to that. 12 strand activation is just a start. There are levels to it, higher ups. Fertility is assured, fruitfulness is assured, peace is assured. So there's a lot that is yet to unfold, but have faith. God has shown you something. God has directly given you a sign. Do not second guess it. Do not second guess it. Do not let external influence deter you. And you kind of, with Six of Wands for Seth, you have already done the work. You overcame this energy. You don't pay attention to the whispers. The whispers, the whispers that are not from the higher sources. I'm hearing was. Was. It's like pss, pss, you, that. No, all shady behavior, you can recognize that. And even it applies to your own thoughts. You recognize, I don't know, it's almost like you are this observer of your own unconscious patterns. So this is deep. This is deep. It kind of makes sense with the DNA activation. And December is going to be intense that way. You know, a lot of energetic shift is in the air for the entire collective, regardless of whether you're on the twin journey or not. Major light code activations. The sun is blessing us. Don't fear the spots, the sunspots, and whatever there is, right? It's all good. It's all good. Our sun is the stargate. If you live in a country that is cold and it's cloudy, rainy, whatever, snowing, uh, get that lamp, infrared lamp. There are those infrared heating lamps, right? Yeah, get that and sit in it for some time. Do your research. Yeah, it's going to be very good for you, especially if you're in a cold country or cold weather right now. Major shifts in your material reality. This is alchemy. I'm hearing that song. It was alchemy. I think it's that song. It's from that artist, Above and Beyond. I'll link the song. I know the song. I'll link it, okay? Check it out if you're called to. It's a beautiful song. Okay, guys, so I think that's all I'm seeing. I think I want to clarify. Before I go, I want to clarify the Five of Pentacles. Because in the blessing area, I know totally. Spirit is basically telling you, you know where you're headed. Even if your external reality says otherwise, you know. So, believe. Seven of Wands. That's progression. Are you seeing 6 to 7? It says Valor. And then you have the Kepara and the Lotus Scepter here. And the Magician. Yeah. You are on higher ground. And even this guy is like on a staircase. It's almost, this Seven of Wands always gives me Ace of Wands for some reason. So, oh my god, are you seeing the 777? I just realized. That is it. Magician, yeah. That is it, yeah. Luck is on your side. This month, the entire next year, luck is on your side. 777, you guys. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing. Have total confidence. Stay grounded. Take care of the ego. I don't think so it will be a problem because you guys are far ahead on the journey. But of course, it's always good to be careful in this realm, right? You're winning. Victory is yours. Love is yours. What's yours is yours. This is wholesome. And with the Seven of Wands, is also giving me what's yours. It's well protected. So that wheel is turning in your favor. You'll see. You'll see where you are being taken. You'll see what is working in your favor, okay? You guys already know. You know it. So this is your confirmation that no, you are not deluded. You're not delusional. You've got it. It's yours. The world is your oyster. You're going to create everything that you desire. You're going to experience the exact life that you wish for, that you visualize, that you hope for, that you have faith in. You're already experiencing it. You're living in the now. So make the most of every day. And gratitude is your best friend, okay? That's all I'm saying. I hope this helps. If this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.